Well, Einar Tangen joins us now for more on this. He's a political and economic affairs commentator. Welcome to the program, as always, Einar.
Thank you.
So we have to start by asking, what does this so-called diplomatic boycott by the US actually achieve?
Well, it doesn't really achieve much. I mean, already you're seeing the reactions on the political side. This was kind of red meat or half red meat. You have the Republicans saying it's not far enough. They want a complete boycott. You have Pelosi and the Democrats saying that this was the appropriate principled stand out there. Now, meanwhile, you know, the country that the U.S. broke, bankrupted, and now abandoned, Afghanistan, the vast majority of people are facing starvation. So principles, I guess, only apply when you choose to apply them, not to your mistakes, but to power politics.
And of course, the Olympics and Paralympics are designed to foster global cooperation, camaraderie. So why are they being politicized here?
Well, because the Biden administration is looking at the midterms and is trying to figure out how it can balance all of these balls that it's thrown into the air. I mean, it's not just China. The situation with Russia, fraught. Yesterday, there was a meeting between Putin and Modi of India. Right now, you start looking at the world, it is far more chaotic than ever. And unfortunately, these types of, quote, stances are not calming things down. They're only making them worse. A downward spiral with China is not going to help the U.S. It's not going to help the world. There are much bigger fish to fry in terms of the pandemic, in terms of the economic recovery, terrorism, etc. But yet, this is the only thing that is concerning American politicians.
So if this is for a domestic agenda, do you think attacking China, Biden's strategy, will backfire?
Unfortunately not. The American people have been convinced by the media that somehow China is the evil agent who has stolen their jobs, taken their opportunity, and that somehow the most powerful nation on earth, militarily, politically, and economically, is a victim of the rest of the world, and in particular, China. This is simply scapegoating. The issue is the U.S. has to take a beat, reflect on what its principles are, what the assumptions are, as China has done just recently, and decide on a course that allows the U.S. to succeed, prosper, along with the rest of the countries in the world.
I know this is prognosticating, but how do you think Beijing will respond to this latest action?
It's unknown. I mean, this is not something that's been surprised. It's been telegraphed for quite some time. You've heard about this. There's a reason that China has not extended an invitation to them, or Australia for that matter. It's anticipated. It's probable that Great Britain will, under Boris Johnson, will do the same thing. So, you know, it's basically 3 out of the 5 eyes are saying, look, we want to, make a spectacle of this. It's ironic. Because, as you mentioned earlier, the Olympics was supposed to be about creating a truce in the name of competition on the track and field as opposed to the battlefield. So at this time, China's options are to respond tit for tat, or to, perhaps stay back a little bit and just let the world realize that the U.S. is being very selective in what it thinks are principles.
Plenty to watch and see. Einar Tangen, as always, thank you for your expertise and insight.